Folks, right now, the country is facing a looming crisis that could impact what you see on grocery store shelves. As of September, several essential grocery products are expected to disappear or become significantly harder to find due to ongoing global supply chain issues and climate-related disruptions. Among the items expected to vanish are corn and tomato products, critical staples in many homes. Drought and extreme weather in key farming areas have severely impacted yields, especially in the Midwest and California, which will likely result in shortages of products like cereals, corn syrup, ketchup, and pasta sauce. Chickpeas are also on the list due to disrupted global supply chains from the ongoing war in Ukraine, along with challenges in other production countries. Additionally, turkey and frozen pizza could also become scarce, with bird flu affecting poultry supplies and a shortage of carbon dioxide slowing down frozen food production. As we move into the fall, shortages could hit beer and chocolate, with both industries grappling with shortages of raw ingredients. These aren't hypothetical predictions. This is happening now, and food insecurity is becoming a daily reality for millions of Americans. It's essential to stay informed and prepare as we navigate this challenging time. Right now, you should stockpile the following grocery products. Number 8. Ghee. Now let's talk about something most people don't even think about. Ghee, also known as clarified butter. Ghee is one of those survival superfoods that no one stocks up on, but it's essential for long-term food storage. Why? It has a ridiculously long shelf life, doesn't require refrigeration, and can be used for cooking, frying, and even as a spread. Plus, ghee is packed with healthy fats that are crucial for energy when other food sources dry up. The kicker? Due to rising dairy prices and supply chain disruptions, ghee is about to get a lot harder to find. Brands like Fourth and Heart and Organic Valley still have stock on the shelves, but don't expect that to last much longer. Trust me, when butter becomes a luxury item, ghee will be the first alternative to vanish. If you're serious about being prepared, stock up on ghee before it's gone, because once it disappears, you'll regret not having this golden liquid in your pantry. Number 7. Sun-dried tomatoes. You might be wondering, sun-dried tomatoes? Really? Yes, really. Sun-dried tomatoes are a powerhouse food that can last for ages, and they add an explosion of flavor to your meals. But here's the dirty little secret. Tomato crops are being hit hard by unpredictable weather patterns and pest infestations. The result? Fewer tomatoes and skyrocketing prices for anything tomato-related. Brands like California Sun-Dry and Bella Sun Lucy are already seeing supply issues, and it's only going to get worse. When fresh tomatoes become scarce, everyone will turn to preserved options, and sun-dried tomatoes will be one of the first to disappear. If you're not stocking up now, you're setting yourself up for a flavorless future. Don't be the one who's left with bland, boring meals when these versatile gems are gone from the shelves. Grab them while you can. Number 6. Tahini! Tahini, a paste made from sesame seeds, is another underrated survival food that no one thinks to stockpile, but it's a game changer. Why? It has a long shelf life, is packed with healthy fats, protein, and essential minerals, and it's versatile. You can use it in everything from dressings and sauces to spreads. But here's the problem. Sesame crops are under severe pressure due to droughts and poor harvests in major producing regions like India and Africa. Brands like Soom and Mighty Sesame Co. are still available, but supplies are tightening and prices are climbing. Once people realize that tahini is a nutrient-dense, long-lasting food, it's going to disappear fast. Don't wait until you can't find a jar on the shelves. Stock up on tahini now before you're left without this powerhouse ingredient when times get tough. Number 5. Shelf-stable tofu. Here's one you probably didn't see coming. Shelf-stable tofu. Everyone thinks about canned meat or beans, but tofu? It's a protein-packed, plant-based option that can last in your pantry for months, making it perfect for long-term food storage. The problem? Soybean crops are taking a hit from climate change, and with more people turning to plant-based diets, demand for tofu is skyrocketing. Brands like Morinaga Silken Tofu and Westbray Natural are still available, but as supply issues worsen, tofu could become a rare find. If you're not adding shelf-stable tofu to your stockpile, you're missing out on a critical, protein-rich survival food. Don't wait until the shelves are empty. Get it while you can, or you'll be left scrambling for plant-based protein alternatives when it's too late. Number 4. Instant coffee. Let's get real. When the going gets tough, you're going to want your coffee. Instant coffee, in particular, is a must-have survival item. It's lightweight, easy to store, and gives you a quick caffeine fix when you need it most. But here's the bad news. Coffee production is under threat from climate change, pests, and supply chain issues. Major coffee-growing regions like Brazil and Colombia are facing reduced harvests, and as a result, brands like Nescafé and Folgers are feeling the strain. When fresh coffee beans become scarce, instant coffee is going to fly off the shelves. If you think you can live without your morning brew, think again. Stock up now on instant coffee before you find yourself in a caffeine-deprived crisis. Don't wait until you're staring at empty shelves and dealing with the headache of regret. Number 3. Canned coconut milk. Now, this one is crucial. Canned coconut milk. You might not think of it as an essential, but when fresh dairy is hard to come by, coconut milk becomes an invaluable substitute for cooking, baking, and even drinking. Here's the thing. Coconut production is being devastated by a combination of climate change, deforestation, and disease in major growing regions like Southeast Asia. This is creating a perfect storm of shortages that will directly affect your grocery store shelves. Brands like Thai Kitchen and Native Forest still have stock, but for how long? Once the supply chain collapses, coconut milk will disappear faster than you can imagine. If you don't have a solid stockpile of canned coconut milk, you're setting yourself up for a major problem when dairy alternatives are wiped out. Don't be the one who realizes too late that this versatile and nutritious milk substitute is no longer an option. Grab it while you can, or you'll be facing empty shelves and frustration. Number 2. Canned sardines. Next up, we have canned sardines. A small but mighty food that can mean the difference between surviving and thriving when things get tough. Sardines are packed with protein, omega-3s, and essential nutrients, making them a critical source of nourishment. But here's the reality. Global fish stocks are under severe strain due to overfishing, pollution, and changing ocean temperatures. This is already causing major disruptions in the availability of canned fish. And sardines are no exception. Brands like King Oscar and Wild Planet are still on the shelves, but they won't be for long. When fresh fish becomes impossible to find and canned fish production slows down, you're going to wish you had a stash of sardines ready to go. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can wait. Canned sardines are one of those items that will vanish quickly, and you'll be left without a cheap, nutrient-dense food source when it's gone. Number 1. Whole wheat pasta. Finale. Let's talk about whole wheat pasta. Most people think pasta will always be around, but that's far from the truth. Whole wheat pasta is not just a shelf-stable food. It's a source of fiber and key nutrients that regular pasta just doesn't offer. But here's the cold, hard truth. Wheat shortages are already happening due to extreme weather, conflicts in major wheat-producing countries, and rising costs of production. Brands like Barilla and DeCecco are already feeling the pinch. And as the wheat crisis deepens, whole wheat pasta will become harder and harder to find. When the wheat supplies dry up, it won't just be flour that disappears. Your favorite pastas will be wiped out too. And when that happens, you'll be left staring at empty shelves, wishing you had stocked up. Don't make the mistake of thinking pasta is always going to be an option. Whole wheat pasta will disappear in the blink of an eye if you don't act now. US folks, I'm talking to you. This is no joke. These shortages are coming fast and they will hit harder than you expect. If you don't start preparing now, you'll be left with nothing but regret and an empty pantry. The time to act is right now. Stock up on these essential items before it's too late. When the shelves are empty, it's going to be too late to wish you had prepared.